Hello everyone, Japan here. Today I want to show you the TESA T80. I think it's the most successful TESA lock I have picked so far. 6 pins in the main stack and 2 additional pins at the top of the QA, all of which we need to pick. In my earlier videos I showed the TESA T80 and T60, and one of the really earlier videos is the TK100. The T80 is most similar to TX80, except that it does not have the interactive element that the TX80 has. Despite of the lack of that extra pin, I think that T80 is much more difficult lock, and it's hard for me to say definitely whether it's a difficult brown or easy red. T80 is definitely the toughest TESA I've deal with. In main stack we have the signatures of TESA locks, let's call them TESA barrels. Here we are, the TESA barrels, and really deep tapered spools. In car we don't have any milling or counter milling or something like that. You must remember at this we don't in car there isn't a wall in a car, so you must really watch out for tensioning. And here on the top of the QA we have 2 extra chambers for these 2 pins. Here we have key pin, and that's how it looks, the driver pin. They can be really easy to overset, which makes this lock really difficult. Pins from the main stack do not isolate to pins from the top of the QA. If you don't preset the spools in the main stack, you'll reach the faucet, and then lifting any of 3 spools, you'll drop everything you have set up to this point. Tolerances are really very good, and combined with the fact that all drivers are tapered, it's very easy to reach the stage where your picking is going to be a long game of ping pong. Picking pins from the top. Try letting go of tension and pick doing pulsing motions that lift the pin. See how I do it in the part when I pick at this lock. It's really easy to overset these pins. Remember that the car has no wall in the QA, so your tensioner cannot touch the housing. I showed that in the T60, but I repeat that your tensioner cannot touch side of the housing, because in that moment feedback can you get from the all pins from inside will be totally false. Take a look for the key. As you can see, we have pin number 1 is a totally max, pin number 6 is totally max as well, pin number 2 and 3 are really low lifts, number 4 and 5 is a I don't know how to say, middle and high lift. When we compare this beating with pins, you can see that first pin is a spool, first driver, second and third is a TESA barrel and spool, TESA barrel, spool and barrel. So really demanding lock. For picking this lock I will use G Pro 11, because there is not much room in the keyway when we put the tensioner, so I'm using G Pro 11 from this side, and I can reach each pin okay. That will be all from the internals. Let's go and try to pick this lock. Okay, TESA T80. Counterclockwise tension moderate, and number 6. This lock is binding at first. Again, it's max. Okay, we got it. Now number 4 and number 5 and again number 4. Okay, that should be good. And at this point I have to pick second of the 2 top pins. Is binding now. should be good. Now preset number 1. Okay. Okay, and I think that now we have pick first pin from the top and we get open. Yeah. So it's a really tricky one. Look, in fact, this is best time with picking this little guy. So now let's get it. Okay, now shim. Yeah, we have it. Okay. So we have main stack in here. Four. And pins from the top of the QA. And now the main stack. This will be number 6, number 5. Now second pin from the top. And some spool. Okay, now springs. Yeah, we have it. It's a really excellent lock with great tolerances, very tricky. I have found perfect binding order with presetting these spools, because when you reach the faucet from one of these spools, for sure some of these pins from main stacker, these two pins from the top of the keyway, will drop, and this picking can be really big ping pong match. Okay, so I think it will be all for this video. I think I hope you enjoy. Stay safe and take care, all of you. Cheers.